Forgive me, my hair's a mess and my face is brighter than your future, but this video needs to be made. Now, I respect that Ubisoft wants to make everyone franchises where everyone can get involved and feel like a part of that and that community. It's a really commendable effort, but when you put it into practice, it's just not possible. Why am I making this video? Why am I talking about Ubisoft? What's going on this time? What have they done that is so outrageous this time? Outrageous is probably a strong word. I'm going to use the word silly, because Ubisoft is just demonstrating once again that as a company on the whole, they have no idea what works for a franchise, what makes it work, and they're just completely clueless. They used to know, and now they're working on that success. And instead of releasing one successful game every year or whatever, they're releasing several mediocre games that do all right. And that's fine, they're allowed to do that as much as they want, but in the same time, that's not going to stop me from calling it out. So in times gone by, Ubisoft used to be the king at this sort of stuff, you know, making franchises that were really successful. Well, Assassin's Creed. But times have passed. It's a new age now, and now we've got really weird decisions that have kind of taken the company's ability to develop franchises significantly downhill. And in order to see an example of that, you look no further than the Watch Dogs franchise. It's never found its footing. Watch Dogs was a good game. I enjoyed it. Watch Dogs 2, not so much. I kind of enjoyed it to start with, and then it got a bit tiring, and I wasn't really into that far-left social justice warrior agenda in a game, and that's fine. It's just not for me. Watch Dogs Legion looks like another game that's not going to be for me. I'm not really interested in it. That being said, I might play it. Depends. But on the whole, the Watch Dogs franchise is a perfect example of how Ubisoft has failed to develop new franchises to the same prosperity as the old ones that they're supporting. And one of the main reasons for this is highlighted in what we're talking about today, which is Ubisoft wants to appeal to absolutely everybody with their franchises. They don't want a specific audience, which we know you kind of need, because you need to have a select genre, you need to have a select audience, you need people that this is targeting, otherwise it's just going to miss, isn't it? So what's next? I mean, for me, a haircut would be great. But I mean for Ubisoft. Ubisoft is planning animated shows based on Watch Dogs and Far Cry. The publisher's shows will appeal to kids and young adults. How do you make Far Cry appeal to kids? I mean, it's child-friendly, isn't it? Kids already enjoy it with their parents' permission. Ubisoft is focusing on the small screen for now, though, and hopes to reach kids and young adults, so that's like teenagers and late teenagers and things like that. The animated series will be comprised of adaptations from titles like Watch Dogs and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Ubisoft will tame its open-world hacking series Watch Dogs to create an animated cyber mystery show. You know what Watch Dogs been missing this entire time, boys? Scooby-Doo! This is the concept art, which shows a protagonist, I guess. Why does her jacket have bananas on it? It's important to remember that this is not in the same universe as the Watch Dogs game, so let's get that idea out of our heads already. It's not going to fuck up the lore of that universe, that's not the problem. The problem is they don't really know what they want from the franchise. They don't know who they want to target as an audience with the Watch Dogs brand, and so they're trying to target everybody from kids to adults. And when you do that, when you try to please everybody, you know who you wind up pleasing? Nobody, because you have no direction. There's no reason for any one individual to be personally invested in that if you have no idea who your target audience is. Apparently they're also making a series titled Hungry Shark Squad based on Hungry Shark, which is a mobile game, and after looking at a trailer for the mobile game, honestly I'd kind of like to see that. But how long will it be before I go down to visit my brother and I see my nephew sat there playing Assassin's Creed Playground? I don't know why I made that statement. I don't have time for family. In my mind, this is Ubisoft once again proving that they're kind of clueless with regards to making a franchise and giving us a target audience. They never used to be, it's a shame. And there are people who work at Ubisoft who make some really great stuff, and I support them all the way. But on the whole, the company, it seems like making a global franchise that everyone can recognize is its priority over making quality experiences. And that would kind of resonate with things that we've seen so far. But in my mind, that's just how I see it. It's a bit of a mess, really. So I don't really want to ramble too far on about it, because, I mean, I've kind of said what I needed to say. Ubisoft has no idea who they want to target with their games, and as a result, they're targeting nobody. And that unspecific genre that they seem to want to go for means that their games will not encourage investment from anybody. And that's it. It doesn't matter that it's not in the same universe, that's fine, that's great, but in the same respect, they're using a brand here, and they want it to be identifiable by these people or those people, and sometimes those lines are just best not crossed. But of course, please do let me know what you think down in the comment section. You might have a different take to it than I do, and that's fair enough. But I don't really think I need to say any more on this subject. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe even consider becoming a patron. I mean, I think it's a good deal over there, but if you don't, then that's completely up to you. But there's plenty of cool stuff over there if you do decide to pledge. Anyways, I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.